What is dance?
A dance? Well, it's sort of like kids get together and jump around.
Why?
Because it's fun. Here, I'll show you. Just move your feet to the music and let your body join in. Yeah, that's sort of it.
Brett? Can you come up to the bridge, please? Commander Lucas would like to see you.
Right, Helen's located your intruder, Billy Nilsson. He came on board last month as a trainee installer. You know him?
I've seen him hanging around the place, but I've never spoke to him or anything.
Well, why don't we get young Mr. Billy Nilsson in here and see what he was up to?
Well, unfortunately, he left straight after the incident. He took a boat. We located it this morning on the mainland, but no sign of him. You've checked everything in your lab, I take it?
Yes, Commander. There's nothing else missing.
Just some copies of our whale song recordings.
Well, it seems clear he was planted here specifically to steal those, but what on earth would anybody want them for?
Look at the response. If there's any doubt Dr. Bates is close to some kind of breakthrough with this particular animal, that settles it.
She's really talking to the whale, Dr. Halligan?
Well, something in the lab is.
All the time you've been monitoring the progress, I've never made this kind of advance.
Shame about your cover being blown, Billy. But this is the most important recording you've brought us. That'll be a bonus.
Hey, I didn't do it just for the money. Like you said, research should be shared.
Well, so it should, up to a point. But from now on, it's a race between them and us. Whoever's first to perfect communication with another species. It all comes down to who's control over this one specimen.
But Dr. Bates does. I mean, she actually made the whale come to her.
Yes, and if she can, so can we too. How's work going at the cove?
Nearly there.
Tell them there's no time to waste. The other humpbacks in the area have already started migrating south. If we don't get to him before he joins the others, we could lose him forever.
I don't like the way Vanessa's still sniffing around. She's just waiting for one of us to trip up. So that's why I think we should go to your island tomorrow.
My island?
Yeah, to get us out from under a sticky nose. Besides, we haven't been there for ages. What do you say?
Hey, you lot, wait up. That was good timing. I've just finished work and I was wondering, Mary, if you could do some more tests for us tomorrow.
No, too late. She's coming with us.
They important for you?
Well, frankly, yes.
Then I stay.
What? What about the island?
Another time. Maybe next day.
Yeah, you've been saying that for the last week. Haven't you noticed? Neri's kind of changing. She hasn't even mentioned Charlie in the last couple of days. It's like she's turning off or something.
You know, I'm beginning to wish things were back to the way they were before any adults interfered.
Yeah. Well, let's go to the island tomorrow anyway.
What, without Neri?
If she doesn't go, we can muck around, have a swim, see how Charlie's getting on. It'll just be like old times.
Do you want some water?
Can I do something?
What?
Put my arms around you, the way I sometimes see the boys do.
What were you dreaming about?
The ocean. Charlie.
You miss him?
But if I go now, I will miss family. So I'll have to wait a little longer.
This is rather an unusual test, Neri, but I'd like to give it a try. I'm going to cover up your eyes, and I'd like you to try and guess which card I'm holding up. Do you understand?
Yes.
Good. Okay, Winston.
Equipment is functional. All divers leave the area immediately. I repeat, equipment is now functional. All divers leave the area immediately.
Clear the area. All divers, clear the area.
I don't get it, Dr. Heller. How does it work?
It's simple enough, Billy. The net is strung across the cove from here to here. We lure the whale into the cove, raise the net, and turn the power on.
So it's like an electric fence.
Exactly. Once he's in, he'll never get out.
I've never seen him acting quite like this before. Maybe he's cheesed off because we didn't bring Neri.
Well, it's not our fault. Anyway, we came here to have fun, didn't we? So let's rock and roll. Fish. Round. Trees. Birds.
Thanks, Neri. You can relax for a moment. How on earth is she doing that?
Perhaps a clue. Each time, there's a surge on the echometer. It's as though she's bouncing a pulse right through the blindfold.
What, you mean she's using some sort of echolocation?
Whales do. And we know she learned other things from Charlie.
Yes, Winston, it was all within the realms of possibility. I mean, what you're talking here is superhuman.
Vital fluid tests will tell us the truth. I suggest we have them analysed ashore. I suspect our own labs could create quite a stir if superhuman indeed were the case.
Winston, it's impossible.
As a scientist, I try to avoid that word.
Doctor? What's going on in here?
Oh, we're just doing some specialist tests, Commander. Gathering general statistics. Is there something we can help you with?
Yes. Be chaperones to this dance tonight.
What?
I want adults in attendance at all times.